All right, well, there's a couple of people here, so let's just get started, Michalis. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us for another live stream AMA on the Exodus channel. My name's Philip.
And my name is Michalis. Hello.
And today we're going to go through some of the new things that were brought to you in version 1.59.0.
An exciting one, Philip. We've been adding assets a lot lately, and one new and one upgrade came into this release. Of course, I'm talking about Stellar, and an exciting new addition to Exodus, something that many of you had asked before many times, and well, it's here now. Stellar.
All right. So I'm going to share my wall, and I'm going to go through a few of the things that have changed with Exodus, and we're going to do a Stellar transaction on screen. So one thing you'll notice, first I'm going to activate my Stellar wallet. In the Wallets tab, you'll now see underneath each asset that you have activated, the actual amount of the asset. So you don't have to enter your wallet anymore to see your balance. And here's my Stellar wallet.
It's empty. Oh.
It's empty. Okay, can you fix that for me?
Yeah, definitely, man. Okay, let me share my screen now. And find my wallet here. I have some Stellar for you, and well, basically I have everything enabled, so I can see all my balances. Most of them are zero, but hopefully that will change soon. And I scroll down to Stellar. I exchanged some yesterday from Ethereum as soon as we got the new version. And I will just send here. Let me quickly copy your address and back here and send. How much do you want, Philip? I'm feeling generous today. I'm feeling generous. I will send you 50 Stellar to get you started. All you need is one to activate the address, but I'm sending you, okay, I'll send you 51, 50 to play with and one to activate. And there they go.
All right, so let's go back to my wallet now.
Ooh, that was a big whoosh.
Ooh, we just heard it leave, and I think that you heard my sound. We heard it deposited before.
before the whoosh sound, really?
Before the screen could even be shared.
Okay, well, that's a speedy transaction, that's for sure.
That was fast. So on top of adding Stellar, we've now added another Ethereum asset that was a favorite amongst some of our customers, Mithril, which is a social media platform, rewards people for the content they create. And a concept called social mining. Content creators receive Mithril tokens, which can be accepted as payment by various merchants and applications on the Myth Merchant Network. If you want to learn more about any of the assets that we support, you'll notice next to the asset, there's actually a link to their website, to Twitter, to Reddit, to Facebook, Telegram, whatever social media that we do have of theirs, we'll link there. And let's go to some questions. Let's see, I love that noise. Philip is a hold. How you doing, D-Day? So we'd like to put it to you guys now for some questions. I see Randy, Dean, Bitcoin Bank.
Just a quick, reminder that every 2 weeks that we release a new version, you can find the release notes on our site, the short release notes in the download page, and you can find the extended release notes that we try to spice up a little bit on Steemit and on Medium. There you can see all the cool stuff that we add in its release, and get a sense of what's going on, of what cool things we bring you every 2 weeks. For example, we are fixing bugs that sometimes exist in the wallet. Besides, all the new assets and the cool UI UX stuff. For example, there was an issue with exchanging ERC20 ERC20 tokens and Ethereum, that when you hit the all button, sometimes it wouldn't send because of a rounding issue. Well, that is fixed now, so you don't have to worry about that. What else?
We've now brought auto update to Windows users. So before we had we had Mac that had the auto update feature in-app, or I should say in-app update feature. And now that's also moved on to Windows users. So if you're on 1.58.2, I believe, for Mac, or now if you're on 1.59.0 for Windows, you will no longer have to visit the website to update your wallet. You'll be able to do it right from directly within the wallet. You can still visit the site to read our release notes, but we've taken that part out of it for you.
Yeah, as soon as a new version comes out and you open your wallet, you'll see a message that there is an update, and you just click a button, it downloads the update, it restarts, and you're good to go. Bitcoin Bank, what is my job? My job is customer support. I am part of the leadership team, and the official title is Chief Hack Investigator. So yeah, a little bit of for everything, but my main focus is as Philips, and basically half the company is customer support. We are, as you probably know, very, very focused on supporting our customers.
Let's see.
Auto update to Linux. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. We don't have an ETA yet, but it's coming.
How much time does it take in developer hours to add a token, please? That really depends on the asset, I would say. Some assets are much easier to integrate than other assets. So each one is completely different, and we really wouldn't know, or wouldn't be able to give an honest estimate of how much development hours goes into each of them, but a lot. They're always grinding away at getting new assets and features in.
If it's an Ethereum asset, it's usually fairly easy, fairly straightforward, because they all work in the same way pretty much. But for other assets, yeah, it totally depends on the asset. Some are straightforward, some needs months and months of development to iron out every issues and make them look and feel and have the same experience as any other asset in the wallet, despite whatever goes on the back end.
PPA, Andy. I haven't heard of PPA yet, but so not on our radar, but I'll definitely take a look into that for you. How does it get decided what assets get added next? Heard of XLM, but never Mithril. Who decides that? So that's a really good question. For some assets, kind of like Michalis just said, ERC20 assets are much easier to integrate and add than assets with their own blockchain. So if we have support for an asset already in our Ethereum asset section, and one of our exchange partners offers it to exchange, then there's really no reason for us to not offer it to our customers to be exchangeable. And Mithril was already in our Ethereum asset section, so that was kind of an easy add, unlike an asset like Stellar, where it has its own blockchain, or Ledger System, to where it takes more development hours to actually integrate that. PPA is part of Linux update.
To answer the second part, who decides that? Well, basically the developer team, and we try to take into account popularity. We try to take into account market cap, and we try to support as many assets as possible. It is one of our major focus in general and right now, to keep adding assets so that everybody has their favorite asset in Exodus. And if you're watching, please feel free to share which assets you would like to see and why. What drives you to each asset that you support? What you find so engaging and interesting about the project that you would like to see it in Exodus?
What is your take on ETH miner rewards from 3 to 2?
Yeah, that's yours.
I think it's bollocks, Andy. They need to keep the rewards how they are. Let's see. Did I miss anything from anyone?
Come on, people. Ask your questions. This is an AMA. We start with Bitcoin and Ethereum, now EOS.
Any opinions on Hashgraph?
That's yours too, Philip. You are the mining.
No, he's talking about like Hashgraph coin.
Okay.
Yeah. Are there any particular projects that you're interested in, Matt? I think there's a small delay with it.
It seems so, yes. Okay, while we are waiting,
just a blanket statement on them. I think that, yeah. Yeah, as of right now, it's not anything that's on our radar. But you know, as more, I think projects may, if any more projects or other projects are going to start using that stuff or start developing with that technology, then it most certainly would be something we looked into. But I think, how do you manage to support a coin exchange that like pay if Shapeshift does not support it? So a question was, how do you manage to support a coin and exchange to it like 10x pay if Shapeshift does not support it? So just to finish with you, Matt, yeah, I mean, like you're saying, it's 4th generation stuff and there's not very many uses for it at the moment outside of speculation. So unless there was, you know, a project that had exchange support and had, you know, met all our other criteria, it really isn't something that we'd be looking into. You know, it took people 10 years to start developing like quality blockchain technology. So I personally don't see the masses shifting to something else when they haven't even grasped or got the hang of what blockchain is, you know. So to JC, brother, or Bada, yeah, it's way off. Shapeshift is no longer our only exchange partner. We do have multiple exchange partners. So we are now able to offer assets outside of just what they have to offer. You know, and we'll continue adding assets that our exchange partners have that we do support, and continue looking into the tokens and projects that you guys request to us.
And on that, this is another addition to the new version 159.0, that when an asset is available only on one exchange partner, and that exchange partner does not support another asset. For example, let's say I'm picking 2 random assets, Fanfare and Decred. If one exchange partner supports Fanfare and only that partner supports it, but they don't support Decred, you will see a message saying that an exchange from Fanfare to Decred it's not available at this moment. So this messaging is another improvement in this release, but hopefully you will soon won't have to see that message ever. Because as Philip said, we are adding new partners, we are adding new assets, and we want your exchange experience and your overall experience using Exodus to be as smooth and as trouble-free as possible.
Yeah, no problem, JC. Andy, are we planning to add Cardano, ADA? Even it's becoming a highly requested asset for us to add. It's not in our immediate plans, but it's definitely on our radar with all of the requests. I kind of see it the same way when we just touched on like Hashgraph type stuff. Like you're with DAG based coins, there are a few projects like AOTA and ADA that are building off of that type of data structure. But I personally don't see the masses shifting from blockchain to that. I'm excited to see what they do. But yeah, the community is awesome for sure. And yeah, I mean, I'm all for seeing what ADA has to bring. But yeah, it's not in our immediate plans, but we will. That is on our radar. All right. Yeah, Andy, you know right who he is. Our community is awesome. How would you
describe Tron? Philip?
Tron is trying to be like an all-in-one entertainment and new internet, I guess you could say. Like, they're creating like separate separate, I don't know if it's separate chains or separate tokens on top of their platform for like everything. I know they want to do things with movies and do things with the internet and do things with like in like every sector. I think so. It's hard to put like a description on Tron. They're trying to be the like platform for everything. It seems like.
And this seems to be like a trend nowadays. ERC20 tokens shifting to mainnets where they introduce some sort of blockchain foundation for decentralized apps to be built upon, and basically to decentralize the web, decentralize everything. Tron is in this category, EOS, Zilliqa, and basically, yeah, try to provide what Ethereum does for ERC20 tokens and take it to the next level. Is it exciting? Definitely. Is it going to succeed? Nobody knows. Is it going to happen soon, this transition to this new type of blockchain? Like Philip said, my opinion is not very, very soon. We are still in the vast majority in the first generation. And until people realize and understand the technology, understand the blockchain in a way that the masses today understand internet, we cannot expect for things to shift to something better, perhaps. But when people don't even have grasped the basics yet.
Yeah, I mean, they acquired, was it BitTorrent, I think, recently?
Sorry?
I believe they acquired BitTorrent recently.
Did they? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't follow the gossip so much.
Yeah. Integration to Lightning on the radar. Of course, it's on the radar, but it's not in any immediate plans. Lightning is still extremely, alpha, and there's outside of testing being done on it. There's there's not a lot of uses for it at the moment. But as adoption spreads and as the technology continues being built out, there may be a way in the future for you to use Exodus with Lightning, but you have to have your own full node. You have to have a Lightning node, and yeah, there's the wallets like Eclair and Zap right now that are working, but those are still nodes that are running. And that's more of a power user feature than what Exodus offers right now with, everything is easy to use, it's seamless, it's very user friendly. So there'd be, in my opinion, there'd probably be some UI and UX hurdles that we'd have to overcome to get that working. Minimum balance is needed for channel opening and refunding channels or reloading channels and things of that nature. I would see that there would have to be a lot of work put into that. Let's see.
Bitcoin Bank, I don't think we'll answer that question. I'm sorry, because we really shouldn't and don't want to give any investing advice. It's not our job to do so. I'm sorry, man.
I think you should choose your favorite colors and make your wallet as colorful as you'd like.
However, to Dean Wolf, how will the Windows Auto Update present itself to users? Well, basically, when Exodus opens up and there is a new version, you'll see a pop-up window that's notifies you there is a new version, and you can click to download it, or you can click remind me later. And if you click to download it, you'll see a bar at the bottom downloading, and when it's done, it will say restart and update. You click the button, and then you have the brand new version. Now, for all the new release goodies we have in this release, I'm sharing with you the Steemit article where you can go and read all the exciting stuff we've been describing here. And at the end, Kevin, who wrote it, has put a little fun fact for you. So make sure to read that as well.
Your favorite color is dark linen, Andy. I really like the new, one of the new skins that we added to the Exodus wallet. It is called Vessel. It's got like a nice kind of mountainous background. I actually had it on earlier when he sent me the Stellar. But yeah, I also like the black linen, and there's a couple other black ones that I like. Let's see. I think if Bitcoin becomes private, can we implement that? Here, let me show you guys again real quick. I really do enjoy this skin. So if you go into your settings, you can look at all of your skins here. And down here is Vessel, that new theme. Personalities down there, but
that's a really nice one.
Yeah, Vessel, and then Andy, what did you say? The linen. Yeah, there's the linen. The one that I used to use quite a bit was the mosaic and the micro tiles. But Vessel right now is my my go-to. After we added that, I switched, and it was game over from there.
Yeah, I'm using Vessel too, but for honoring Stellar, I used Deep Space yesterday for a brief amount of time.
D-Day loves the Matrix skin. Yeah, I'm a fan of that one too. Let's see. But yeah, Andy had asked if Bitcoin becomes private, can we implement that? Well, if Bitcoin became private, like BTC had privacy options, I'm certain that it would be on our radar and that it would be in discussions with our developers on, how that could happen or how that option would be available to us. Let's see.
When can we automate a sell order, please? As a power user feature, my strategy is to buy coins and sell half, keep the other half. When can we automate? Well, at the moment, you can sell half of any asset that you hold. Let me share my screen real quick. Oh yeah, we have the transaction here. If you go to the exchange and you say, exchange Ethereum, if you click half, you get ready to exchange just half of your asset. Now, if you are asking, I'm not sure I understand what you mean by automate, Philip. Perhaps what am I missing?
Pretty much to set orders, almost, automate your sales. So if like Ethereum were to hit a certain price, then it would exchange for Bitcoin. Exactly. Yeah, like a stop loss.
Okay.
So he's holding Bitcoin as his core, and he wants to set a command to where when Ethereum hits 280, I want this much Bitcoin to go to it.
Well, this is an awesome suggestion. It's not on our radar at the moment to put limit orders or stop loss orders, but keep them coming.
It is in my notes from our talk, Matt. It's on our list.
Yes, please bring this feedback, bring these suggestions. We want to hear these things from you to see what you want, so we can make it happen. If suddenly everybody says, "Yeah, we want stop loss capabilities in the exchange," well, I'm sure that our developers will make it happen for you.
Neither of us are on our development team, so we don't know how tough that would be for them. I think probably the biggest hurdle would be, ensuring that we kept the same standard of user experience that, for some of you who have been using the wallet for a while or have been involved in trading for a while, setting stop losses is nothing new to you. But to someone who just opened up their Coinbase account last week, bought their first Bitcoin or Ethereum, sent it to Exodus, if they saw those options in their exchange feature, would it confuse them? And would it make it seem, over their head? And yeah, usability is very important, and user experience is very important to us. So a lot of it comes down to, even if we do have these really cool features that would be easy to implement, it's how to implement them to make it easy for every user to be able to go into the wallet and use, just like, make them feel like they're as used to it as you are. All right, let's see. Any other questions? Yeah, that could be confusing. 2016, I was confused too. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Dean. Dean said if features like that to keep in like a developer type drop down, like have like a advanced user tab or advanced user menu with things of that nature.
Well, yes, this is probably a very good idea to have a simple exchange interface as it is now, and for more advanced users, give them the ability to change that. Although I can tell you that we are not very, very fond of, hiding things in the developer menu and settings upon settings. We try to keep things as simple as possible, but at the same time as multifunctional as possible. And working out the UI and the UX of these things is like 90% of the whole work that needs to be done. So that when you go into Exodus and you go to the exchange feature and it has whatever you need it to have, it is as simple as it is now, simpler if possible. So yeah, our designers, Daniel especially, who leads them, they take these things very seriously and spend hours upon hours to find the ideal solution.
Yeah, he said Exodus are becoming an exchange in its own right. We want people to feel like that they're exchanging right through us. So I mean, all this feedback of the things you guys want to see in the exchange is extremely valuable to us because, you know, as we grow and as we continue to you know, as people continue coming into the ecosystem and continue to use Exodus, it may be just like Michalis said that an overwhelming amount of users want these features, and it may push these requests up to more of the priority status or have us more look at them, you know, with more authority. I have Ethos Wallet and any joint ventures with large companies. I mean, our joint ventures that we have are with our exchange partners. You know, all our partners that we work with we couldn't really ask for better partners at this time. And, you know, outside of them, that it's just us and our customers.
But we're keeping expanding on that, bringing on new partners, exploring new possibilities. I won't share any of that information because it's all work in progress. But yeah, we try, and we believe that we'll be bringing some exciting new stuff in the near future, hopefully. And that's all I'm going to say.
When is Exodus anniversary? I want to say that it is it in August or, you know, give me one moment because I actually do have this written down.
Well, if
2016.
Well, the very first version that I'm seeing here, 0.4.0, was on December 9, 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
Let's see where.
Perhaps though that wasn't the stable version. The first version starting with 1, which was the first basically stable version. The beta was July 15, 2016, 2 years ago and something.
Let me see where I have a little history written down somewhere.
And 1.0.0, no beta, was July 29th, 2016. Where I found those on our download page. If you scroll down, you can see all the release notes for all the versions that we have released in the past. And we do that, as you know, every 2 weeks. Patches not counted. Bitcoin Bank. Are you looking to invest in Exodus? How much net profit do you make each year? Well, it depends on the year, I would say. I don't have these numbers readily available, but 2017 wasn't the same as 2018, as you probably know. So yeah, hopefully 2018 will be worse than 2019. Let's see how we can pick up this bear market and make it bullish. Despite though the bear market, keep exchanging in Exodus, and yeah, that will rise our net profit. Hopefully, this year should be a good celebration. Well. Yeah, perhaps we should think about it. What do you say, Philip?
I'm thinking so.
We are the leading. Okay, this is some great compliments, man. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bitcoin Bank. for the love and support. And thank you for exchanging.
Yeah, I had written down July of 2016, so I don't know where I'd read that, but that was the month and date that I had written down from the past. 7,000 today. Woo woo.
Yeah. And D. Wolf, investing in the company was going to be the next question. What may be the future opportunities for that? Well, at the moment, it's not, as far as I'm aware, at least it's not in our plans to open another investing round. But we'll definitely be announcing that. And well, if you're interested, just drop a line to support@exodus.io saying, hey guys, let me know when I can invest in Exodus, because it's a great project and I'm very excited to do so.
Prime to cut deal with hardware companies. Yeah, I mean, that's probably, I would say, one of the more requested features is hardware wallet support, partnership, integration, whatever you may call it. And it's definitely on our radar and being assessed at the moment. That being said, we're not saying that there is hardware wallet integration coming. Just letting you guys know that we do hear you. We do know it is something that you want. I would immediately invest. Jax, Koinami, Ethos, Samurai Engine. Andy is a wallet connoisseur. AI, any plans? AI in what sense?
telling you what to exchange.
Some of Exodus's staff is AI. You may see them in our public Slack notifications on trades. Are you looking for notifications on trades? Are you looking for like when you receive your deposits and send out assets, or are you looking more for like notifications on like pricing for assets? Currently, you may not know. I'll show you my wallet. We do have you do have the ability to toggle notifications from your wallet. If you're your wallet and you open up your developer menu, you know, it's not sharing. Let me share my whole screen for you guys, and that way we can. Okay, so up over here, we go into the developer menu and notifications. You can actually toggle those on and off. So you'll see notifications when you receive your deposits from after you've made an exchange or after you've received a transaction or received a deposit from another transaction. Are you thinking along those lines, Bitcoin Bank, or other types of
to set parameters?
Set parameters.
Oh, thank you.
I am AI. All right. Personal assistant. You know, there are personal assistants like Andy in our public Slack. Andy, D-Day, yeah, you'll see those guys in there. There's another robot in our market talk threads, but I don't want to I don't want to dox him on live stream. But visit Market Talk. You'll know who I'm talking about. Okay, is a while off. AI is a while off. You're correct. We got about 4 more minutes, guys, before we wrap this up. Does anyone have any final questions for us?
Yeah, Bitcoin bag. I don't think AI is in our near future plans. Perhaps, some way ahead, but let's try to nail all the assets that you guys own: hardware support, security stuff, exchange, features like the stop loss, for example, and then we'll consider AI.
How can we help with your cause? Go ahead, Michalis.
Well, you can talk to people about Exodus. You can tell them to download Exodus. You can send them a little BTC or Ether to help them get started. And you can engage in Slack, you can engage in social media and spread the good word of Exodus from the legacy financial system. That's how. And give us your suggestions, give us your concerns. Tell us what will make the wallet better. Tell us what you use. If you're using mobile, if you're using hardware wallet, another exchange, what does Binance or Bittrex or other exchanges have that Exodus doesn't, and you want to see it implemented? Stop loss, limit orders. You've mentioned that. Your feedback is what will make us better, so that you and more people can enjoy Exodus.
Marketing tools, just please please share all our announcements. When we release our release notes and any of our live stream announcements or our articles that we put out every other week, share those with people on social media. Share them with your friends, your family who aren't on social media. Just spreading the word and sharing the content that we're putting out is, will help us tremendously.
That is our marketing tool, word of mouth. Happy customers that are excited and want to share their experience with Exodus with other people in or out the ecosystem. Next time, tell a friend to come online and watch the AMA and ask all the questions they have about crypto, about Exodus. That's the best marketing you can do for us.
I got a suggestion that is something that I would also like to see. So I just wanted to put it on here, for our viewers and stuff as well, because this was a cool comment. But to see the portfolio chart over time, if you guys noticed, we showed it in a new clip on our Twitter, and we've talked about it in a couple of the releases that we our AMAs and talks that we've had recently. But on your wallet, if you go to over time, you can see, your balances, and it'll you can go through and see the different dollar amounts that were in the wallet at certain times. So what would be cool is if that was actually in BTC value, because for a lot of people that do trade, you're normally trading against or hedging against Bitcoin to gather more Bitcoin. So when you're viewing a portfolio in US dollar, to a lot of people, that's what they care about. They care about the dollar value. But to people who I feel like are more invested into the ecosystem, or just Bitcoin in itself, or they're big traders, I've always thought that would be a useful option or ability to switch between a fiat amount and a US dollar amount. XRP for BTC.
Will you ever introduce an affiliate plan? Well, never say never, but at the moment it's not on our radar, Bitcoin Bank, to have an affiliate plan. Simply, guys, for example, we post tweets with short videos showing these cool features that we've added to Exodus, the new donut, the charts for your portfolio over time, the exchange feature, all these things. Philip and Davey, that did the previous AMA, they are doing an amazing job with these videos. So when you find one like that or some other tweet, hit retweet. Yeah. That's the best way to spread the word of Exodus. Share a post on Facebook if you follow us on Facebook. Resteam on Steemit. And I'd like to give learn about Exodus. Sorry, Philip.
No, you're okay. I apologize. I'd like to give a shout out to another team member of ours. His name's Sagar. He's been also helping kill it with the videos on that we've been posting. So hats off to him. He's been. You'll see me and Davey. They've been on these. So all the credit doesn't go to us. There's a whole team on our communications team that have been helping put all this together. Michalis, Sebastian, Sagar, Josh. Speaking of team members, it's really a group effort with everything that we do. So it's really cool. Who is Leonardo? Someone new.
Will you take that or should I? Leonardo is actually basically the first CSC, the first customer support engineer. There he is.
Hey, Leonardo. Also Leonardo, known as Leota.
Leota, yes, exactly. He is the king. In the box, he answers tickets with more empathy and more speed than any one of us. He's a mentor. He's a great friend. He's amazing.
If anyone was AI on the support team, it would 100% be Leota.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Leota and Leia.
One and after Leia is here.
Hello.
What's the difference between Exodus and Eden? Cryptoshopping. I will answer this real quick. Exodus is the app that you should be using. Eden is a beta software meant only for advanced users. We try things out in Eden before we add them to Exodus, so things are very likely to break, not work. In some rare cases, funds may be lost. So unless you are willing to take that risk, do not download Eden, do not use it. Use Exodus, where if something goes wrong, you will get all the support you need and funds don't get lost. Thank you, Bitcoin Bank. Thank you. Yeah. You're amazing. You're awesome.
Yeah, Eden is not Exodus with more assets, which it may seem like if you compare them side by side, but everything that is in Eden, after it gets through all its testing, if it makes it through all its testing, it will move to Exodus when it's ready. So there's no reason to, just hop into Eden because you see an asset that you see is supported and you really want to use it. It's best to just wait until it gets moved over to Exodus, which it could take time, but you'll at least have a secure and a fully functional wallet that's working 110% before putting your assets into it.
You're very welcome. Cryptoshopping.
Customer happiness. Are you guys right now both in the USA?
No,
we're not.
But I won't tell you where I am. No, I will. I'm in Greece right now. Philip is in the US.
Yeah, that's one of the coolest things about working with Exodus. Like our whole team is all over the world. 2 weeks ago, me and Davey were on the stream together, and Davey was in Turkey. How you doing, Pascal? Greetings. He was in Turkey while I was in the US. So we're literally sending assets to each other from the other side of the world. You know, Michalis in the beginning of the stream sent me Stellar, you know, in the matter of seconds from the other side of the world. And 2 weeks ago, Davey sent me some XRP, you know, in the snap of a finger from Turkey. So it's kind of amazing to see how fast these things work, and them really kind of working in action there. Greetings from Holland, from India.
You're Greek. What a shock. What gave me away, Dean? But yeah, Philip, you're absolutely right. It's totally amazing. And sometimes we forget how a few years ago this would have been inconceivable. Send money across the globe within seconds or fractions of a second. Who would have thought? When it takes days for money, euros, dollars to be sent the traditional way. But yeah, we're living in exciting times.
Yeah, and the kicker for me was always that it couldn't be stopped, like it couldn't be frozen. You know, if I want to send you money, that I can send you money. No one can tell me that I can't do it. I can just put in your address and hit my amount and click send, and there you go. You know, there's no freeze on it. There's no your bank saying who is this person and why, or you know, there's no PayPal saying that you look strange because you've bought and sold so many things this month, and you know, you don't have that. So the censorship resistant money was always the kicker for me, and the fact that you could do what we just did.
To paraphrase Andreas Adonopoulos, your keys, your Bitcoin, nobody else's. You own the keys, you own the assets in it, and that's it. No third party, no overseeing, no intermediaries. Your keys, your Bitcoins. Simple as that. And with Exodus, it is your private keys. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. BTC just passed PayPal, right? Did they? I mean, for what? For users or for? I mean, I'm yes, the point is written in stone. That it is. That it is written in stone. Let's see, scrolling through. All right, guys. Well, that about wraps it up for this week. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, for joining us. As Andy Rahman said earlier, smash that like button, subscribe, share. Join us in 2 weeks for another AMA. Join us in Slack.
Sorry, Philip, just quickly to reply to Bitcoin Bank before we go. EOS, not really any news. We are working on some stuff, basically how to claim your EOS safely without exporting your private keys. Don't have any details for you right now, but we are first and foremost looking into that, fallback included, and we'll see about mainnet afterwards.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know, fallback, what he meant is, or what he means by that is, if you did not register your address and you have EOS that's in Exodus, that is something that we're currently working on for you guys. So we've told a lot of people to wait, you know, or that we've advised to wait until there's a safe solution. That is something that is a top priority for us. So whether you did register and you're waiting for something for us, or you didn't register, that is a priority for us, as Michalis had said. All right, I'm happy. That about does it. So thank you guys again. Thank you for tuning in, for joining us. We'll see you in 2 weeks, and we'll see you in Slack and on Twitter, Facebook, Reddit.
Thank you.
Till next time.